Here's why you should pay attention to October 22nd through the 24th. We have been watching closely BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. 2009, they were created. In 2023, they started to really expand, and there's a bunch of countries wanting to join BRICS. Now, we know that BRICS is working on a de-dollarization strategy, and they've been working on that since Bitcoin's inception in 2009. There's a big meeting coming up on October 22nd through the 24th. And at that same time, there's an 8th annual FinTech meeting that Brad Garlinghouse will be at here in America at the Philadelphia Fed. Are they connected? Probably not. But what we do need to know is during the back end, October, November, and December during the holidays, there's a lot of switches as we're looking this way. So we're going to break that down today. One of the biggest things that I do on the back end of every video, if I share with you exactly what I'm doing from my paradigm. I don't know what'll work for you, but I know what's worked for my family. And it's sure as hell not looking this way when I should be paying attention this way. So let's dive right in. All right, so let's take a look at this first thing that we want to look at. So the BRICS economic officials stay away from Moscow's meeting. So this came out on October 11th, 2024. Now I want to get your opinion down below. Why do you think a lot of the big officials, it says the BRICS economic officials stay away from this Moscow meeting? What I think is happening, well, let me read this right here, and then I'm going to give you my opinion, but I'd love to hear yours as well. So what they're saying is the meetings in Moscow from October 22nd to October 24th. It says most finance ministers and central banks from the BRICS group of countries did not attend the high-level meeting in Moscow on Friday ahead of the summit later this month, sending more junior officials instead. That's interesting. Finance ministers from Egypt and United Arab Emirates and the head of Iran's central bank were present as Russia's finance minister, Anton Slovakia, called for the creation of an alternative to the Western-dominated global financial system. Let me read that again. He called for a creation of an alternative to the Western-dominated global financial system. It may be that those big leaders weren't there because of everything happening. Maybe they don't want to be involved in this. This is a big deal, guys. And maybe there's some alliances happening where people are like, oh, shoot, I don't want America to see that we're holding alliance with this dollar domination or dollar de-dollarization, excuse me. So there's a lot of big things happening. We shared with you guys, October was going to be massive. And again, there's going to be a lot more distractions on the back end of October before this election. Okay. So we got this on October 11th, 2024. Russia pitches BRICS payment system, aiming to break dollar dominance. This is from Bloomberg. Russia is proposing changes to cross-border payments conducting among BRICS countries aimed at circumventing the global financial system, as the heavily penalized countries seeks to sanction proof of its own economy. The alternatives include developing a network of commercial banks that can conduct such transactions in local currencies, sounds familiar, right? As well as establishing direct links between central banks, according to a report prepared by Russian finance minister. The Bank of Russia, Moscow based, so there's consulting. The multi-currency system will need to ring fence in its participants from any external pressures such as sanctions, said the report. So this is what's happening right now, okay? This goes into it right here. Here is why Russia stopped trading euros and US dollars. Russia halted trading of US dollars and the euro on its leading financial marketplace. The actions taken in response to the latest rounds of US sanctions is the latest development in the ongoing economic standoff between Russia and the West. So remember, in 2022, as soon as Russia invaded Ukraine, Biden sanctioned them off the Swiss system. In 2023, he threw a ton of sanctions on Russia, and they're like, we're done. And so I'm here to tell you guys, the world is done with America's dominance in regards to using the dollar as a weapon. Now, we still have quite a bit of time because you can't just get off the dollar, guys. You can't just get off the dollar, but you can transition into an even playing field in a bag of currencies that will be regulated across different sectors. We are transitioning into a new type of economy. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This came out on 2 days ago, and we'll listen to the first part of this.
This October, Russia will be hosting the 16th BRICS summit, where leaders of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa will meet. But for the first time since 2010, these 5 namesake countries of BRICS will be joined by new members, with many others waiting in the wings.
According to the claim, now more than 40 countries are willing to join the BRICS.
Why are so many countries suddenly eager to join the bloc?
In applying to join BRICS, Malaysia aims to diversify our economic diplomacy efforts and enhance collaboration.
The idea is essentially for these economies to come together to improve their trading relationship.
And will a growing BRICS threaten the Western-led world order?
We see a lot of sovereign nations realizing that the entire international order has been unraveling before their eyes.
BRICS seen as an anti-Western coalition given China's domination.
Okay. He's an anti-Western coalition giving China its dominance, guys. There's a transition. There's a huge transition. This isn't just pie in the sky. This is facts, figures, numbers, logic. Can you see why BlackRock says Bitcoin's a flight to quality? Can you see why Bitcoin was created in 2009? Can you see why they're using Bitcoin now to solve the sovereign debt crisis? So this is also happening around the same time, and I don't think there's any correlation, but it's just ironic it's around the same time. The 8th Annual FinTech Conference, October 22nd through 23rd, the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia. We know Brad Garlinghouse is there. The conference is part of a series that provides platform for FinTech experts, various backgrounds, to come together to discuss emerging issues in financial technology, their impact on their appropriate policy response. This year's discussions include notable speakers. One is Brad Garlinghouse, and experts incorporating more focused on recent shifts in the fintech landscape, including real-world tokenization, tokenized deposits, bank as a service, and the potential role of fintech in shaping financial future services. And we'll listen to this last video here. This came out. This was Amelie put this out. This was a video she put out on October 13th, but I think this video came out about a month ago. So
this is the biggest thing people are not talking about. The BRICS nations have an agreement. They are going to move off of the dollar. They're going to stop trading in the dollar. They're going to stop trading in the petrodollar. They are going to start using their own currencies, or they may come up with an agreed upon currency, not the dollar, that they will trade with. This is going to destroy America's economy. You think inflation is bad right now? Wait until all of these countries stop trading in the dollar. Inflation will be out of control and our dollar will plummet. This is how they will destroy America, and it's our own fault. Steve, it's our own fault because of our country's nonstop interventionist, foreign war causing, regime changing, horrible attitude in Washington, D.C. And it makes me so.
Okay, so what she said is so critical, no matter whether you're left or right. Think about this. Just take off your biased lens of left or right. Okay, take it off. Take off Kamala, take off Trump. Here's what's really happening. Listen to me, okay? Guys, both sides weaponize the dollar. Both sides. We literally caught the ball. Our grandparents, our parents had a great economy. They could survive this. We are now buried in debt. There's more debt than there is income. And imagine being other countries like, you have more debt than you have income. Why do you keep messing with our currency? The bully, eventually people come together, and they're coming together all over the world to say, wait a minute, we don't actually need to use the American dollar as a dominant currency. We can create a multilateral, a cross-border payment. We can actually create our own system with these blockchain technologies. They can create their own system. They can create an even playing field, and they can move from the dollar dominance. And so we can weaponize all day with our military, but all they have to do is stop using the dollar. All they have to do is start dumping their treasury bonds on us. That's all they have to do is start dumping all of it back on us. And guess what? We go into what's called hyperinflation. And now do you see why, at a deeper level, instead of trying to get rich quick, why the flight to quality is Bitcoin? Do you see why I've been so focused on cryptocurrency and where the big money is going? Follow the money, guys. I guarantee you, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, they're all going to want your crypto. They're going to be begging to take on your crypto. especially if you own some Bitcoin, some XRP, some XLM, some HBAR, some of the most fundamental cryptocurrencies that are going to change the ecosystem. And you have to change your frame of mind. You got to stop trying to get rich quick. I don't even really care about this bull run coming up. I hope it stays suppressed for 10 more years so I can accumulate, because that will create generational wealth. So you got to get out of this get rich quick mindset. You got to stop chasing these pump and dumpers and these meme coin strategists and all this stuff. That is not what any of people, multimillionaires or big money, is doing. Fundamental, long-term infrastructure changes, private and public sector coming together and picking some winners and losers. And when you win, pull some profits, secure, compound, and grow. So we are on the precipice of the bull run. We're probably about 24, 25 days away. It's going to start going straight up. Left side of the risk pyramid, high risk, high return. I profit from crypto. I'm pulling 50%, not touching my Bitcoin, all my other coins. I'm pulling my profits. I'm securing, max funding my insurance. Okay. I use index universal life. Some people use whole life. I love insurance. I love to secure my money. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, follow rule number 1. Okay. So I max fund my policies. From there, I put money on the sidelines to buy back in when it collapses back down. Number 3 is we're getting more into real estate. Number 4, I'm going to continue to advance my businesses into information technology and attention and continue to future-proof my businesses. Precious metal, silver, and I'm following the big money, and I'm using Bitcoin as gold. That's what I choose to do. And that's exactly what I'm doing for my paradigm. So pay attention to this narrative, because you're going to be looking this way, and there's a whole nother system changing this way. Okay, this is the greatest opportunity for Main Street to get a piece of Wall Street. So I hope this information reaches you well. I love you guys. I appreciate you very, very much. If you need any support at all, okay, I have resources for you. So there's 2 resources. They're separate resources. Number 1, people email me and text me, message me on socials around how I insure my wealth. Okay, so I set up a resource for you. This is specifically about how I insure my wealth using life insurance. Okay, it's a needs assessment. It's what do you need? What's important to you? It's about filling it out, and then my team will meet with you for free, absolutely for free. It's called a needs assessment. They'll talk to you about how we insure our wealth. They're going to break it down and what your needs are. Okay, so fill it out as detailed as possible. They'll text you, call you, email. You will never send them money. We do not have an investment platform. We don't have a trading platform. So anybody asking you to send us money, anybody asking about your crypto or like in the messages, that's not us. Okay, we do not have an investment platform. So be very careful with scammers out there. Number 2 is if you click down here in the description of the video or my social media platform, you can join my community. I've helped over 8,000, coming up on 700 people worldwide get their shit together. My revolutionary 120 challenge, Q&A questions. You can ask questions. We have live calls. We have live market updates. It is a community of like-minded individuals just like you working to get our shit together as we climb up this mountain together. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you click the link in my bio, it's right there. If you go to the description of this video, it'll be right there. I'll see you soon. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Love you.